to post in Discord.
Hello!
Hi.
Hello! You know, we
Hello.
never know when this thing goes live. It
No.
always picks its
You
like
never know.
when they're not expecting it. Go live! Go live!
Do it.
Welcome everybody to Academy Voices Live. My name is Anthony.
I'm Gabby.
I'm Angela.
Sorry. I'm trying to stream to my live as well. I always
Yes.
forget, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that.
And we're peoples. We're voice acting peoples. We
Yeah,
try.
peoples.
We try. And we run Academy Voices, which is what we are here to talk about today. Very excited. Welcome everybody. So you know what is Academy Voices in case somebody doesn't know? What do you think? What is it, Angela? What is Academy Voices?
Academy Voices is an audiobook publishing company
Mhm.
run by voice actors
Mhm.
for voice actors.
Oh, I love it.
It's like we're standing up in front of the class and giving a report.
I know.
At this time in 1940,
Academy
It makes me
Voices
feel better.
is- yeah.
It's my blanket.
That's right. And I think that's definitely one of the things that makes us unique, and we help authors. Another one is we're really big about distributing across multiple platforms outside of Audible. And today I think what we want to chat with you all about is just some updates, some things, exciting things that are happening. We've had a lot of growth, a lot of new work coming through the platform, a lot of exciting things happening. And I know I do, Angela and Gabby, we get a lot of questions through the platform, through emails about a variety of things on Academy Voices. And this is another good place for us to share the answers to that, because we know if a couple of people have those questions, there's probably a lot more people who have those questions who just maybe don't ask. So awesome. Well, and we've also Gabby's created some sheets, because in response to a lot of those questions that we get, there's also general guidelines that we need as voice actors, and understanding how to do audiobooks in general, right?
Mhm.
So it's a nice thing for us and Gabby put together. I'll let her talk about it, but put together a guide, right, of some sort. So what did you put together, Gabby?
So I'm calling it Academy Voices Guide to Audiobooks. I'm
Okay.
actually trying to put it in the chat to you, Anthony, and it doesn't seem to want to let me do that, which is frustrating. But it's a guidebook. It is meant to answer all of the frequently asked questions that so many new narrators have about procedure, about audiobooks in general, about how we as an organization handle oddities, or shall we say, special circumstances. And I think I funny because you two, right, as the audiobook pros, as the old hats in the game, no pun intended, Anthony, with your hat on today,
Or old.
I am not, because my audiobook knowledge pales in comparison to both of you. So I was able to go in with a really fresh set of eyes and go, hey, what are the things that people need to know? And I think that's it's effective. And so I'm excited to share that with everybody. I'm actually going to email you the update, Anthony, so that you can, if you want, throw it in there, because I think it's a great thing to share.
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So a couple things. I've been getting some questions and some questions for a variety of things. And I wanted to take, because some of them stick out in my mind. Well, first off, we've had some incredible growth, just some things going on. We've had authors reaching out to us, to me. I'm very excited. We've had new authors, a couple of new ones.
Yeah, we have.
And by the way, too, what happens is that, and I know, and we're continuing to grow. But what I want to let people know, though, is a lot of the authors who are working with us choose a narrator before they choose a narrator from the roster, and they work directly with that narrator and us without even posting on the
pretty common,
right, on the job posting board. And just to say, that doesn't mean we don't have author or narrators who do that too, but just to say, I've been getting a lot of our new signups and everything, and some of the older ones who have uploaded either a demo or a headshot, but not both. And I can't put you
interesting.
on the roster, right? That is expanding. I think we're up to 5 or 6 pages now, and that's still only less than probably half of how many narrators we have on there. But a lot of people have uploaded one of those. So if you're one of those people, maybe you haven't uploaded anything yet, or you have only uploaded one, I can't put you up on the roster without getting both your headshot and some form of demo, or at least a 30-second to a minute and a half sample read or something. Okay. Commercial demos, I really don't want to put up commercial demos because we're not doing commercials.
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell if someone, like, how am I going to hire someone with their commercial? That's not a commercial demo.
It's confusing. It's confusing because different clients have very different needs. And so if somebody is casting for an audiobook, a commercial really doesn't show the skill set at all.
So let me ask you a question then, Anthony. If someone doesn't have doesn't have copy to use for samples, what should they do for their sample?
I absolutely love this because this is at the kind of the heart of what we do. You can use any of the auditions you do from us for that. Okay. If you are brand new coming in and you haven't yet auditioned for anything, maybe you don't have anything. All right. Here's something that a lot of people don't know. No one in our industry cares whether you use a bestseller. If you go on Amazon and you click on #1 bestseller and you take an excerpt from that and you do that as a 30-second spot, right? No one cares. It's just like me going and trying out for a musical and using, something from Phantom of the Opera from Andrew Lloyd Webber. No one is going to be like, did you pay Andrew royalties for that? No, because we're auditioning, right? We understand that it's for the purposes of seeing what we can do if you were to hire us for your work.
It's a demonstration.
Exactly. So
Demo.
we do get that question quite a bit. What am I allowed to use? What am I not allowed to use? You really can use anything. Now, what I would venture away from, unless you knock it out of the park, okay, is some of the bestsellers. Like, for example, if you go and do Harry Potter, or you go and do something so recognizable, right, and you don't knock it out of the park, then it's going to be like, oh, they shouldn't have done that. Right? Like, but like if it's that well known, but most of them are not, even #1 bestsellers, a lot of them stuff is not that well known to the point where someone listening to it's going to be like, oh gosh, the other person was so much better, I don't like them. You don't have to worry about that. So that's a very easy, free, and way to get well-written material. Okay. But you can also use public domain work. I would somewhat like to see people using, depending on whether it's fiction or nonfiction, don't be afraid to use current work. The public domain work is great, but some of it won't necessarily, with new authors coming, right? They're going to want to hear, how do you sound in new genres, or genres with new type of writing, right? Because writing is quite different. We deal in both all day, every day.
Good
and
point.
The writing is just night and day different. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 30-second, listen, it doesn't need to be some polished thing either. We've talked about what kind of demo to have, right? With the 3 spots, typically 20 to 30 seconds each spot, listing the author and the title first, and then going into the 20-second, 30-second narration. It doesn't, even if you just get a good 30 seconds of a single read and nothing else on there with good quality audio, that's fine too. Like, it doesn't have to be something incredible. I shouldn't use Jurassic Park, so I'm compared to Scott Brick. Listen,
I mean,
it could, but here's the thing. I don't know if a lot of people see, like, we know Scott. I know Scott. We're, we've had Scott on, or he's been he's done things for the VO Journey and stuff. And I love Scott's job on Jurassic Park. However, even that, Scott, if you're listening, I love you. I'm sure he's not. But even Scott would say, I don't think you should. Don't worry about that. I'm talking about ones where, like, literally Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or you go to do something like Shakespeare, like something that's so, because the reason why I bring up Harry Potter is because that man's voices are prolific.
Yeah.
Right. You talk about, that franchise changed the world. I don't think there's ever been anything that we've seen in our lifetime that successful as the Harry Potter series. So there's some things, small amount, that are so vibrant. Because we're gonna compare them to what we know. Maybe not ever. I don't know how many people have listened or, as opposed to watch Jurassic Park. So anyways, but that's exactly the right gist, though. Is what you're going with. Okay. That was one thing. Another thing is there is something interesting on Academy Voices. And I want to tell everybody this because this gives people, I think, migraines. Is that when you join Academy Voices, there is a little tab, I think it's in the either upper right-hand corner or left-hand corner, that says members. And if you click on that, it drops down and it shows all of the members. But here's the rub. If you are logged in your account and you're looking at the members, you don't show up. And I get, and I understand why, but I get message after message. How do I become a member? Through Academy Voices. So if you're able to message me through Academy Voices, you are a member.
You're good.
You're good. It doesn't show up. And I don't know why it doesn't. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't show up if you see it. But it's like if we pull it up, we see you. So then I try to direct people. What I'm trying to say is you want to be on the roster is where really that's where you want to be. The member list, you just don't see yourself when you're logged in. You know how some things when you're logged in, you don't see yourself, you see everybody else. So that's I get that. I got a couple more questions about that today. This morning, I'm like, no, this is it.
I've had those too.
Yeah. And I had one person, bless their heart. It was just every day. They were so mad. I've paid 3 months in a row and I'm not a member. I'm like, oh God, please. No, you're a member. It's just not, it doesn't show up on the.
You're in. You're good.
Yes. And I understand that's frustrating.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, put that out there. You are a member. I promise you. But that's why I was bringing up the roster. Okay. All right. What about you guys? What are some things going on? We know we talked about the list or the guide.
Me.
What about Angela? What are some things? What are some other things?
My gosh, I don't.
Pick one. There's so many things.
I don't even know. Gabby,
don't even
here,
know.
pass.
Me. Yes.
Okay,
I have so many. Me.
Okay. Okay.
Gabby wants to go. Let Gabby go.
Okay. The number one that I get asked, from everybody on Academy Voices is about the individual files, right? How long a file can be. Are the intro, outro, or the open, close, and retail sample, are they all separate tracks, right? It's that flow of work that everybody has questions about. And I know with some books, right, or some works, shall we say, there is no delineation. There's no chapters. So sometimes I think the narrators get confused because they don't know what to do, right? Like, where should I split the book or how do I? Yeah. So please impart the wisdom.
I always say to use the table of contents as a guide. If there is no chapters, but there are sections and the book exceeds, an hour and 20 minutes, or not hour, 120 minutes, excuse me, then break it up into separate sections. Just kind of there isn't like a really correct or wrong way to do it. You just have to make sure that it fits the formatting standards. And if in doubt, just ask. We can guide you. But usually the table of contents is a good rule of thumb to use.
Sometimes I think where it gets confusing is we will publish things like speeches or things or dissertations, things that don't have a table of contents because they were not meant to be a book. And so that can get a little bit goofy for people.
Well, the opening credits and the closing credits are always the same title, written by, narrated by, and then the closing credits is the same title, written by, narrated by. And then, of course, the copyright information. That's it. And then the rest of the other file could be just the bulk or the body of the speech, whatever it is, if there isn't a table of contents. As long as it doesn't exceed, the 120 minutes.
Okay. Awesome. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that I get asked a lot. Oh, this is a fun one. Every now and then somebody will pop up who says, I can't submit my audition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my
I know.
audition is not, I don't know where to submit it. And so Anthony, you just made me even aware of that little microphone icon that is so
Yes. So
important.
that's another question. Real quick too. I saw some people, some strange Stormcat came on here and said, wait, we're supposed to be on Angela's live. No, it doesn't matter, guys, which
doesn't
live
matter.
you're on. Everybody's live. We're all
Yeah.
three of us are live.
Yeah.
So whatever live you go on to, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is you're here.
That's right.
That's all that
you get the
matters.
information.
Yes, you get the
Mhm.
matters. Yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, because we're all of us are streaming live in multiple
yeah,
locations right now.
So basically when you go on, and it's funny because I got another question this morning about it again, and I was going to make a video. I made a video and I was going to post it, into Academy Voices. But basically, when you join, there's going to be there's two ways for you to submit your auditions. The first way is if there is an author or we have a specific reason, we'll include a link, a Dropbox link, and you'll submit to that Dropbox link. But that's typically if it's an author, all right, because we're trying to collect and be able to send it to an author. If it's an internal project, then you'll just upload it to the chat section or the comment section. But how you do that is you click on the comments and then there is a plus button. You're going to click that plus button and there's icons just like anything else. And you'll see the mic icon. You click that mic icon and that'll allow you to upload audio files. And you upload the audio file, you know what I mean? Type in your message if you want, hey, thanks, whatever. And then hit enter, right? Hit submit. And that's how you upload your audio. Absolutely. I think I know we've got some questions over here, so I want to get to the but I do want to say one thing though about whether it's Academy Voices, but we're talking about Academy Voices, so that's what we're talking about today. But whether it's Academy Voices or any other platform, please do not wait for that platform to reach out to you for audition opportunities. Because you never know when something didn't work right with the email, or maybe that particular company doesn't want to spam you with emails about things, right? And, because we post a couple of jobs a day, and I think as we're growing, you know what I mean, it would still be great to get more auditions. I mean, Gabby, we talk about this a lot. And we're very proud of the people who kind of take our advice and go audition for everything.
Yeah.
But if they're already working on 3 or 4 projects, there's only so many projects you can get them. And we have, we're getting close to 400, I think, narrators now. We're getting very close to that. And we're still not getting enough auditions, I feel, about that. But sometimes here's the thing that's interesting. When we post, and I know this is not because people don't want to audition. When we post them, all right, I noticed that people, when we post them in VO Journey, that are people there, I noticed that we get way more auditions for it. So what do you guys think about that? Angela, Gabby, because that's, so it does make me wonder. Now, listen, everyone's not going to want to audition for everything. I get that. But it does make me wonder if people are just not checking, if they forget about it. What do you guys think? They're waiting for an email. We're bombarded every day with stuff, so it just kind of gets through the cracks.
As far as knowing when an audition is available?
Actually, well, let's start with that. Gabby, how often do we publish? How often do auditions go up?
Twice a day.
Every single day.
Twice a day. Every single day.
Every day there are 2 new auditions.
7 days a week.
Yes.
And there you go. That makes it easy.
And
it's just
that
like
does not
ACX. You got to get
include
in
more, right? There may be more
Yeah.
for new authors and stuff coming in as well.
Yeah.
And that could be anytime.
Mm-hmm. You got to be proactive, folks.
Yeah.
Proactive. Get in there.
Yeah.
Get it.
Absolutely.
There are so many books right now. So here's a something I've been doing, just so everybody knows. If a book or a project has less than 5 people who have auditioned, I will delay the casting. because I don't think that's fair. I know we have more people, and I know that so many folks, want more opportunities to get in on projects. So I will wait. And I will, yeah.
Can you go a little bit further into that though? I mean, because I think a lot of times you wait though too, because those people already have multiple projects they're working on.
That's part of it. That's part of it. But also because if it's like a lot of these, because they're historical works. And I do want to make sure that enough people have adequate time to see it or to participate in it. One of the ones we have up right now is the Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. And that is such an important book. And so, yeah, I just want to make sure that enough folks have a chance, especially if it is an audition like that that's very specific, like for the African American community. I want to make sure that all the Black actors on our roster have a chance to go out for it. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Gabby. How long typically once a audition is open? How long does it usually? How many days pass before a narrator is selected?
About a month.
A month.
I would say about a month. Yeah.
But why is that, Gabby?
Because first off, it's volume, right? It's just the sheer volume that we're putting out. And it's also, we want to make sure that there's enough opportunities that are active at any given time. So even though typically when we post something, we say, okay, the deadline is 2 weeks, it's about a month before I actually get to cast it because I'm working on the block from the week before. Yeah.
So for those part-time narrators, they have plenty of time to audition.
They really do. They really, really do. And there's something else that I want to say to this, because the longer books, right? Larger projects that I know they're intimidating, right? And I know they can be a little bit scary. But unless it is something that is an author work, if it is something that is in the public domain, we are very flexible on deadlines. Extremely. We're not going to expect, right, that you have an 80,000 word book read next week. That's not happening. And so often, my best narrators, the people that are booking consistently, they're communicating with me. They will communicate and say, hey, I've got 2 projects ahead of this. I need more time. Can we move the deadline? Can we extend the deadline? Of course we can. That's one of the beauties of what we do. We have that flexibility. So don't let a large book scare you. It's okay if it's going to take longer to receive, as long as there's communication. That's all. Yeah.
There really isn't a safer place to narrate your first audiobook.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you a quick question, Anthony, before you get to the comments. I understand that Academy Voices is run by us, voice actors, for voice actors, but what is the why behind creating Academy Voices, Anthony, for you?
So, okay. When I, ever since actually a long time ago, before voiceover, I was a teacher, and I taught theater. And in the theater, one cool thing about theater is you put on shows. It's educational, but it was one of the only places besides sports, right? Because sports kind of do the same thing, is that you have an audience, you charge. But the difference is that in education, no matter how well I did or how well my actors did, we never, ever actually saw any financial benefit or growth individual, or like growth from a business standpoint, because all that money always went to the school and it's nonprofit and everything, yada, yada, yada. And it started in me this desire to say I wanted our education to have more reality than theory, right? I wanted us, like, we do all this learning and all this preparing, and then people just kick you out into the real world and be like, good luck, sayonara, best to you, you owe us 50,000. And I think when I got, or way more than that, when I got into VO Journey, right, the same thing was happening. I was meeting and educating and learning, building relationship with so many incredible voice actors. And they are all, I mean, we have so many talented people. And then I realized the hard truth, and I love them all, but so many of them are just horrible at marketing and getting work. And it has nothing to do with how talented and amazing they are. And it bothered the living snot out of me. So I decided, all right, in perfect me fashion, if I can't figure out how to get them, like us to get to them, I'm going to bring people to us. So that's where the idea of Academy Voices was born, because I wanted to bring work. I wanted to take away that stupid frustration of that we artists unfortunately have to deal with, is that we also have to be the marketers. We also have to be the business people, and we can't just focus on our craft. And it would be a lifelong dream for all of us just to focus on our craft. Like, wake up in the morning and jobs are there for you. And, you could, which was what Fiverr kind of sold on a dream early on too, right? We'll just take 20% and then now take your firstborn. But anyways, that's not so, but that was really the dream of Academy Voices, right? Was to have a safe place where we could get work, where people who are so talented and didn't have to be like, I don't understand why I can't ever get a job. And also be a part of VO Journey Academy. I wanted somewhere not just to learn, but you had no other place I've ever been involved with. You go to learn and you actually can get paid to work there, to get work jobs. I'm not, so yeah, that's kind of why I did what I did, Angela.
On behalf of myself, and I think everyone else watching and everyone else in a VOJ and Academy Voices, thank you, Anthony, for doing that.
Oh, thank you all. I mean, I think together, and that's what the coolest thing about this is for all of us, is together we are choosing what this is.
Yeah.
And we're all voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're voice actors are actually there's no one else, guys. Well, you see the three of us here, we run it. I mean, we have a couple other voice actors who help, of course, but the three of us are the main people who run all of it.
Yeah.
There's no one else. There's no other person.
Yeah, there's no
we're
team.
All voice actors.
like behind the scenes team.
Right.
It's just
it's us.
It's
and
us.
a couple others.
We're voice actors running it, and it is. I think it's the coolest thing ever. I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sky's the limit. The only limit is how far we take it. So, thank you.
Yeah. Let's go to some questions. We got a lot of them.
We do got lots of questions. Okay, so I think this is a great one to start off. Can we have more than one demo in the roster? How often should we update? Great question. So currently, right now, only one. I used to have way more, but it got way too, there was just too much for what we were doing. So I just moved it down to one. You can update as much as you want to, but what I would recommend is, if you update, please send me a message. Do you know what I mean? Because we have a lot of people uploading files constantly. There's like thousands of files that people just somebody will upload 30. And I'm like, I only need 2, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I go and I have plenty to choose from. All right. But I'm saying just message me if you want to update, but you only need 1, but you have to have an audio file and a headshot. Okay. Good. Let's see. When I listen to Jurassic Park, I wish Scott sounded
Of course, Caesar.
Yes.
No, Caesar.
No, Caesar. Bad Caesar.
Where do we get the voucher for free breakfast pastries? What?
Ooh.
I don't know, man, but when you find out, send me one.
Yep.
Yes. I think that is good. Let's see. Questions. Oh, wait. Okay. What is the general rule about chapter titles in terms of adding them to the narration? I always thought we should, but then again, I've thought a lot of things that were flat wrong.
Yes, add chapter 1, chapter 2, section. Read what is there.
That's fun.
Read what is there.
And on that note, sometimes, especially with the older works, sometimes the chapter names, the titles are obnoxiously long.
Yes.
Yeah, read them. Read them. We don't care.
Even if it says chapter 1 versus just 1, just read what is there. If it says just 1, read 1.
Read
Read what is there. Don't
Yes,
overthink it.
and I mean it's so important. And remind us again, Angela, what you want if there is a file that is a longer than an hour and 15. And remember, an hour 20 is what ACX offers, but most other places do not. So that's why we do an hour and 15.
Yeah.
But if a file is longer than that, but there's no chapter heads, how do you want them to break that up?
I would typically just shoot for something in the middle. I mean, even if it's a one singular long chapter, there are natural pauses, changes in thought. I mean, if there are subheadings, then definitely use those. Just somewhere in the middle where a new subheading starts, and split it there so it's, in half, basically.
Good.
I mean, don't overthink it.
I'm late. Bear claws, that's for me. Cherry
What
fritters.
does Gabby like? What is she
Angela,
like?
what does Gabby like?
I'm a Boston cream girl.
Atta girl.
love
There
a
we go.
Boston cream donut.
Atta
Yeah.
girl.
That's
there
just-
we go.
That's
There we
heaven.
go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Breakfast pastries all
That's right.
around.
I get them lodged right in this area here. Yeah.
Right in here.
Right in this area here.
Right here.
Okay.
You guys.
Okay, where are we? Someone
Oddly
says they would
specific
take
jewels.
enormous
She
amounts
had
of
one
Adderall.
too.
Oh,
Oh.
that's important. Okay.
Go one up from that. Oddly
Oh.
specific Jules said, "Why do some auditions post, but you can't audition for a period of time?" So
Ooh,
that's
good
me being a
question.
bonehead and not switching a little tiny boop. It's a little toggle that I have to check that delays when the audition goes live. And every now and again, I miss one when I'm posting. And so you'll see an audition, but just check the date. Just look at the date. If it's grayed out and you can't audition yet, it's because it's not live yet. That's all.
And I think this also goes back to something else. So just to mention again, we could put up way more work too, but we only put up, and actually we were only doing one a day, but we
Mhm.
went to two because I told the ladies I wanted us to get to 1,000 audiobooks, and we did the math and stuff, and we said, well, we needed to do 2 a day. But that's where we're like, we need more. I mean, imagine if we had like ACX. I mean, there's at least probably 30 or 40 new a day, right?
Mhm.
Or
I have 111 books that are just ready to rock and roll, that are just sitting in a queue, just
and
waiting.
those are just our baseline. Those aren't the
Yeah.
extra things that are
Yeah.
added from outside authors as well. So yeah, it's a lot. So we really do need auditions.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Uh,
Large books don't scare me unless they sneak up on me.
Same.
What?
Get the spray bottle.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay, what's this one?
Betsy's.
Read that one, Angela. Por favor.
Oh, good morning. If members have a suggestion for producing a book in the public domain, which Academy Voices has not produced yet, can we bring that to you?
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
We love that.
Yep, do it.
Absolutely. Yes.
By all means, you can message me and I will do the searching and the looking for you and let you know if it has been tackled.
Absolutely. Yes.
And we'll do all the verification that it's okay to use it and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. So if you have a suggestion, bring it on.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that we do internally is we have a whole setup and system and recording process. So like we know that all of our stuff is actually
Mhm.
available for us to use.
Yeah.
So let's see. I've been in meetings all day. Glad I caught up where it ended. Yay.
Oh, John,
this is a good moment to
says,
say again how
yeah.
much I appreciate Academy Voices and VO Journey Academy. Thank you so much,
Aw,
John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you. All right. Y'all are the talking heads behind the scenes supporting us all other talking heads.
Talking
That's
heads
good.
unite.
I've never been called a talking head before, but I appreciate it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
head of talking. That was my talking head. Hello.
Hello, I'm
Hello,
a talking head.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Let's in
boy.
my coffee. Okay, where's a good place to get a headshot? Ooh, good question. I'm in the process of rebuilding my hobo fort and getting help with that, but I'll probably need it. All
Phone.
right. So, what do you guys think?
I've used a selfie for years and I just updated it recently. Just use your phone. The cameras are better in
Yeah.
your phones.
They're
than
spectacular now.
Yeah. Just use it.
You can totally take a selfie. You can have a friend take some photos of you. I mean, if you want to
Mhm.
get, special, you can hire a photographer. You can usually find local photographers fairly inexpensively, or budding photographers who aren't charging much to do a basic headshot. Yeah, loads of options.
And it doesn't have to be in your studio.
No.
You don't have to be posing with your mic.
No.
No.
Absolutely. I agree. I've used the same selfie I took in my car with a filter. I didn't even know what it was
The big black and white face.
For 10 years. Literally. It was
That's
like,
so
what is
funny.
this one? Oh, it looks really cool. And I've used that one since. It's really it was not
This is
some
really cool.
dark night out. It was in the middle of the day, and my vehicle I no longer have. So anyway. Let's see. What is the standard turnaround time between joining and uploading the headshot and audio file and showing up as a member? Still waiting. Okay, what's your so a couple things. We did address the member thing, right? So you won't, if you are logged in, you won't ever see yourself in the member list because it doesn't show up there for whatever, that's just the system. Okay, but that if you're on Academy Voices, you're logged in, you are a member. Okay, now on the roster, okay, if you've uploaded it, what's your, I mean, I was in there yesterday uploading a ton, so it could be that honestly, in all transparency, I haven't gotten to it, and that's me just trying to get more and more up there because we're doing it all manually.
Yeah.
But I need to get what's your first and last? It's not Broken Horns. So what's your first name? Maybe you tell me or message me.
Or maybe they can message you on
Academy
Academy
if you could
Voices
just message
if they don't
me.
want to.
If you could just message me to make sure. It's like how I had to get on. I'm not telling you have to do this, but that's how I had to get on Voice Jungle. I called them like 10 times until they were like, God, we'll just put you on here to stop calling us. I was like, okay. That's how I got on Voice Jungle.
Remember, there's no like AI automation with all this.
No, we don't know. It literally goes into
people.
We have to, we go and we look at everything ourselves, listen to everything, put it up. I put it on we use Amazon. We use Amazon servers. You know what I mean? As most people do for storing their stuff. So I have to manually upload. We manually doing all of this. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, but we do it all us.
George has a great question I'd love to answer.
Okay, wait. Hold on. What was it? Y'all should digitally add the hat
above that.
Oh, it's not George that asked it. Sorry, it's from Studio. So thoughts on AI modified headshots. So this is funny because I just covered this. I just covered this in my class on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So here's what's interesting. Technically, right? Anytime you edit a photo, anytime you use Photoshop, if you use Canva, if you use Adobe, whatever, you are AI modifying your image. Like we all do it. We've all done it. Even taking out a background or replacing a background, you're AI modifying. But AI right now does have a very specific look when you have it generate or modify a headshot. You can do it, but be prepared that you're going to take flack for it, because at this point in time, right, artists in general, and we fall into that category, are very sensitive to AI and very sensitive to the use of AI. And so, you might get some flack for doing it. Yeah. But if you can keep it subtler and not make it so obvious that it's AI, then I think it's okay.
Well, I think a lot of voice actors have used caricatures of themselves. I've
seen a lot
for
of
years, and it's the same thing. It's AI generated caricature.
Right.
So
now I would say that if you are, because I've seen some where people will take their picture and then it will generate, like a headshot, or you'll say, make me in like a cabin out in the woods with next to a fire, sitting there with a cup of coffee and a book, and it generates it for you.
Yep.
And it looks cool, but you can tell, right, that it was heavily modified and stuff. So I think, like, for example, some things that I use, we all use either Canva typically or Adobe Express. I use Adobe Express. And when I go in there, you know what I mean, we have to modify the size. There's templates available. There's all these things available. Yeah. So just make sure, that you want to stay as true to the real picture that you have.
For real.
And so that's sort of, but you're going to have to modify. Well, here's, for example, every picture you send me, I have to modify the size of the picture.
That's true.
I have to modify the size. I have to do a variety of things. Is somebody? What are
Oh
you
wait,
laughing at?
we have an answer. Raymond Randall. That's who Broken Horns is.
Okay, cool. Let me write that.
Yeah, Raymond.
Wait a minute. I think I put you up, Raymond, yesterday. Yeah, check the. Good call, Raymond. I think you're up on the site. Yeah, I think you're on page. You're on the page. Check on the So it's on the roster. So remember, the member thing won't show up because when you're logged into yourself, you see everyone else's but yours. Okay. And then but on the roster, if you click on the top ribbon that says roster, when you're not in the job posting, area, you're outside, you're in the regular website and your portal, you can see in the top ribbon it says roster. That's where you are. Okay. Let's see. Can AI give me a 6-pack and not Coca-Cola?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh, that is so poor. That's so funny.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it can. Yes, it can.
Well, on that note, listen, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by today. We really appreciate it. And listen, we're so proud of all of you too, because I mean, I think, we teach at VO Journey Academies, as many of you know. If you don't know, that's a place where we help voice actors start and grow their voiceover business. We're all teachers there. And, Academy Voices also gives us, I think, a way to see how well some of what we're teaching and what we're hopefully inspiring people to do, how that's being interpreted into real life. Because our hope is when we teach something is it's not just teaching, it's actually leading you to hopefully doing something. And Academy Voices is a great safe place, a stepping stone. If you're part of VO Journey, you get it, it's free, everything is included. And just to start to actually get work and make some money. So yeah, any other thoughts on that, ladies, before we call it a day?
No,
there was a new question.
Yeah, George is asking about the new and improved how-to doc. So I don't know if you want to share it here on the live, Anthony, but George, if you message me, I can send it to you.
Probably what will happen is once we're completely done with it, it will go email out to everyone.
I think we pretty much are, but
yeah. I mean, we'll get it out to you.
Yeah,
we'll get it out to you. We'll make sure. And now that I know you're really interested in too, we'll make sure we message you or whatever.
Should we put it in the Discord as well, perhaps?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll put it everywhere. It can go everywhere. I mean, it's
announcements.
That's out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, Lisa. Tonight in Launchpad, we're actually reviewing demos and samples. So if you're in a VOJ and you are curious about if your demo's going to pass the sniff test for Academy Voices, then bring it.
8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Thursday.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow.
I'll see you guys tonight.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, good night. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night and be well.
Goodbye.
Be well. Bye-bye.